Remember on the Xmark that mystery piece of metal that was hanging down into the pulley on the pump? It used to be over way down there, rubbing on that pulley. I pushed it around trying to get it out. It's bigger than I thought. And I pushed it over and it kind of dropped into a position where it seems like it sort of wants to be. And this is part of it, all the way over here. And it's like, I don't know if it's some kind of shield for the gas tank. Or what the heck it is. I don't want to just leave it floating in there. I mean, ideally, I'd like to figure out where it's supposed to be and secure it. Or option two, just get it out because I don't want it floating around and jamming in that pulley and wrecking the belt or anything else again. So, this is all gas tank in the way. I think I'm going to pull the gas tank. Which I don't really want to do, but there's just no room to get in to mess with whatever that is. I mean, it's looking like either pull the gas tank or pull the motor. So I guess I'm going to try to pull the gas tank. I hope it's not very full. Watch, this will be the one time that somebody kept it full. I can't really see. Well, it's not completely full. I took the seat bracket off that was mounted on these isolators. It looks like for the gas tank, just this 2 bolts for this bracket, maybe, and then a bunch of lines and breathers that probably shouldn't be damaged. We'll see. Well, the tank's out of the way. This is where that piece of metal kind of got shoved over and stuck. Is that where it's supposed to be? I don't know. I mean, it's got 2 holes in it, like it should have had a fastener somewhere. It's almost sort of gone like that. I don't know. I don't know. I do know that end was not supposed to be rubbing on the pulley. I'm confident of that. But where it's supposed to be, I may have to do a little research and hope I can figure something out. Or the other solution, problem solved maybe. I don't know. There is an exhaust pipe right there. Remember the gas tank is right there. So maybe that's supposed to, yeah, that does a pretty good job of blocking that exhaust pipe. And it fits on there like it's supposed to be there. And probably because it's got the little lips that hang over the edge, when the gas tank is sitting on it, that probably holds it in place under, normal mowing conditions. And then whatever, extreme off-roading it did here that jarred it out of place, or a stick jammed it up in there and moved it, and that's what jammed it against the pulley. I don't know. I don't know. So on one hand, it would be tempting to just zip a screw or 2 in it, but then that's going to be on the bottom of the plastic gas tank, so that's probably not good. I'm kind of thinking maybe I'll clean it up and use something to just glue it in place. I mean, I'm pretty sure that's got to be where it goes, right? I might try sticking it on there. I don't know. I hate leaving the gas tank out and, all the holes breathing till I figure it out. Or the other thing I could try, because the little edges hang down past it, I wonder if I could bend the end around, and that would, I mean, this one's mostly gone, but if I bent that around and like hemmed it, if that would hold, I might try that. I'm still a little hesitant because I'm not 100% sure that's where it goes, but that certainly seems like that's where it goes. Well, I bent the edges around, so it's on there. See that where it's stuck past it, it's gripped around the side, and I had to tap it with a hammer to get it on there. So it's in there better than it was, and in theory, the weight of the gas tank on it should be holding it in place anyway. So I'm just gonna put everything back together, and I mean, this maybe explains why the belt came off, but still got to replace that idler pulley at some point, and it would be good to get a new belt. But it doesn't look like I need to order any other parts. We'll see. Alright, I flipped the idler pulley over because the belt runs on the bottom and the damaged part was on the bottom, so I put that on top. So theoretically the belt should be running down here where it's okay for now. The belt itself isn't that great, but we'll just run it till it breaks. I'm going to order a new idler and belt anyway, but in the meantime, I mean, I think as long as whatever happened that disrupted everything doesn't happen again, this should be good to go. One of the neat features on this machine, you've got a huge tension spring, and it would be really hard to use my baler twine trick on this because it's, I mean, that is really, really beefy. But they have on the arm that pivots this square hole that happens to be a 1/2 inch square. So you can put a breaker bar in there and use that to pry against the spring, and it makes it pretty easy to deal with. Still a little bit of a pain because the belt always wants to drop out until you get tension in it, but it is nice being able to, get some leverage against that spring. So for now, there it is. We'll see what happens.